We were on the bridge of the starship Veritas, drifting through the interstellar void. Stars shone like tiny embers scattered across the backdrop of the cosmos, their light painting ghostly images on the holographic displays. The hum of the engines was a constant melody, a soothing companion in the silence of space. Our navigator, an entity known as Elakar, suddenly straightened in his seat. His 6 eyes widened as he stared at the data on the screen in front of him. "Captain," he said, his voice a mere whisper. "There's something. It's a ship." The words hung in the air, amplifying the silence on the bridge. After all this time, could this be the break we had waited for? I hurried to Elakar's side, my heart pounding with a strange mix of anticipation and dread. 1,000 years had passed since we began our mission, 1,000 years of hunting down the remnants of humanity. This could be the end, or the beginning of something new. The data displayed was irrefutable. The celestial map, a maze of constellations and coordinates, had guided us to a human ship, seemingly waiting in the darkness. Its design was archaic, its energy signature weak, yet undeniably human. It bore a name from ancient Earth's history, the SS Ulysses. A shiver of excitement swept through the Veritas as we edged closer. Shields were raised, weapons prepared. We were predators, closing in on our long-awaited prey. Then, unexpectedly, a voice filled the bridge, clear and calm against the tension-ridden silence. "Veritas, this is the SS Ulysses. We would like to speak with you." My second-in-command, Thera, stiffened beside me. The entire crew stared in stunned silence as the calm human voice echoed through the ship. "Ignore it," one of my officers advised, a young Veritan named Delera. "They're stalling. Strike first and be done with it." But I hesitated, a knot of uncertainty forming in my stomach. What message could these humans have for us, and why now? Ignoring the protests of my crew, I opened a communication channel. The holographic screen displayed a human, standing tall and determined. His eyes held no fear, no desperation, only resolution. We exchanged pleasantries, and then I began to read the proclamation of the Galactic Council, declaring their status as renegades, as being sentenced to extermination. The human interrupted me. His voice was even, controlled. He spoke of change, of strength, of a plea for reintegration into the galactic community. It was an audacious proposition, one that left me speechless. Anger welled up inside me. We, the Veritans, were the arbitrators of justice, tasked with executing the Council's orders, and these humans dared to plead their case after a millennia of silence? My temper flaring, I ended the communication abruptly and gave the order to attack. The Veritas opened fire. The silence of space was pierced by the energy blasts from our weapons, streaking towards the SS Ulysses. The first volley hit the human ship, engulfing it in a haze of energy and smoke. A second volley was launched, and then, without warning, a single beam of light shot from the human ship, slicing through our shields like a blade through air. The Veritas trembled under the impact, alarms blaring as the beam tore through our hull. My crew was thrown into disarray as they scrambled to assess the damage. The readings were grim. Our shields were down, our engines crippled. In one swift move, the humans had incapacitated us, leaving us drifting helplessly in the void. In that moment, we were at the mercy of the humans. An eerie silence settled on the bridge of the Veritas, interrupted only by the hum of damaged circuits and the hissing of escaping gas. We waited for the death blow, but it never came. Instead, a hail from the SS Ulysses filled our comms again. "We have a message for the Galactic Council," the human said, his voice resounding throughout the ship. "Will you deliver it?" Stripped of our defenses, we were nothing more than an audience for the humans. Their audacity, their defiance, it was nothing short of a slap in the face. And yet, the bitter reality was clear. Our mission had been upended. Begrudgingly, I nodded to Thera, who re-established the communication channel with the SS Ulysses. The same human appeared on the screen. He stood with an air of triumphant calm, as if the tables had always been destined to turn this way. "Humans are not the weak prey you seek," he said, his voice ringing with a finality that echoed through the silent bridge. "We are not a species to be exterminated at whim. We have evolved. We have learned. And we refuse to be eradicated." A murmur of disbelief swept through my crew. "We offer a truce," he continued. "We wish to rejoin the Galactic Federation, to stand as equals among the interstellar races. We want the extermination decree lifted. Deliver our message. Tell them that we seek a retrial." I clenched my fists, the audacity of the humans burning in my chest. My eyes narrowed as I watched him, anger coiling in my stomach. Yet, despite my fury, I found myself intrigued by their proposal. Could it be possible? Could the humans truly have changed? Was there room for them in the galactic order? It was a notion that upended everything I had believed. I was duty-bound to the Council, my loyalty unquestioned. But I was also a Veritan, a race known for our adherence to truth, justice, and honor. And I had given my word. So, with a curt nod, I agreed to deliver their message. The human captain offered a nod in return, his eyes filled with a grim determination. His final words echoed through the bridge, a chilling promise that sent shivers down my spine. We will be here in 30 sol rotations. We hope you bring us a fair judgment from the council. We are done running. We are done hiding. We are ready to face the consequences, whether they be peace or war." And with that, the SS Ulysses vanished, its figure dissipating into a flash of light as it leapt into hyperspace. We were left in the echoing silence of its wake, the weight of its departure heavy in the air. For a moment, we sat in silence, each grappling with the encounter. Then, gradually, the Veritas came back to life. Repairs were initiated, damage reports filed, and systems rebooted. Our course was reset, back to the Galactic Council, carrying with us the echoes of humanity's plea. As we limped through the vast emptiness of space, I couldn't help but reflect on the encounter. The humans had changed, that much was evident. But were they ready to rejoin the interstellar community? And if they were, was the Council ready to accept them? The humans had cast their lot. Now it was up to the Council to decide their fate. For better or worse, it was clear that humanity had returned, no longer the hunted but a formidable force in its own right. The stage was set, and the next act of this cosmic drama was about to unfold. As I gazed out into the abyss of space, one thought echoed through my mind, an unsettling premonition that left me filled with a strange sense of foreboding. The hunters had become the hunted,